We're here today. We're here today for growth, personal improvement, self-improvement, spiritual growth, physical, mental growth, and I'm here to address something. Coincidentally, a user commented. He said, how to deal with a narcissistic mother. I'm sincerely sorry. Look, any of you guys going through this, text me, hit me up. I will respond back to you. I'm not going to charge you for that. I am here, I'm for you, and I want you to know that you are deserving of love, and you do not deserve to be treated like that. And I want to give you a statistic so that you know. Narcissism has gone up since the 70s by up to like 75%. Statistics have shown. That's real. Now look, everything that I'm saying to you, the opposition is trying to disfranchise that. Okay? People are trying to stay within their narrative and hide behind the manipulation, say it's not real, say they're not doing it, say they never experienced it, because they're the ones causing it, right? Now if you're watching this, I know that you're a truly gifted person. You have a gift that you could use to change the world, and once you realize and you empower yourself, I'm talking to the empath, I'm talking to the people who are in the center, you know, do not become like the narcissist. It's not just the word narcissist, it's psychopath, sociopath, emotional manipulator. I was gonna say, you guys, it's hot. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is a tough world that we're living in, and I want you to keep your head high, stand firm. I want you to breathe in, breathe out, because people are getting weaker and weaker as the times go. Listen, their generation is going to be done. I'm focusing on this new generation. Now, with that being said, you have a narcissistic mother. It's really unfortunate. If you're getting older and you're in the situation where, you know, you're around them, whatever, I'm going to tell you straight out, look, it's going to be hard. It's going to be emotionally hard, and you know, maybe your family might not want to come to terms and say, let me put this in the shed real quick, you guys. Listen, this is a very in-depth video. So I'm going to have to tell you, if you cannot watch the whole thing, to watch it in sections. Well, there's no shade. Who cares? Listen, I'm here for you guys. I'll stand out in the sun for 30 minutes, okay? Listen. You want to go to the tactics, and I know you've been hurt, you know, scrutinized, you've been put down, and there's different tactics that they use. It's good to set boundaries. It's good to have a friend. Try to get into sports, you know, stay outside the house as much as you can. Do not be around this person, you know, maybe even lie, like, I have a headache. I kind of want some space for an hour, right? Maybe they can respect that. If not, if they get mad, oh well. Now listen. I'm under scrutiny, okay? My grandma is one of the worstest narcissists you could ever think of, okay? Now listen, these people are around, and you could think about them as like the bug-eye people, okay? They're the bug-eye people. They look like this. They're the bug-eye people, okay? It's quite disturbing, it's quite disgusting that maybe they've been through trauma, maybe they've been taught this way, but it's something that they've gone far depth into their mind, and they feel like they've had to put up a false bravado or have to be emotionally dominant and take control of others. It's very disturbing, it's very demonic-like, and most of the time it has to do with people who had like smoked meth in the past. Maybe they still do it, but most of the time it has to deal with something like that. So with that being said, how to deal with them? I need you to stand firm, I need you to stand strong, and I need you to not get caught up in the fake bullshit, okay? Negative people talk one ear out the other, okay? One ear out the other. You do not have to listen to what they have to say. People who are trying to interrogate you while they talk. Hey, this, that. Like, any chance that this person gets, they don't think you have emotions. They just see you as an object. most of these people cannot feel real love or real emotion, okay? And I'm telling you, it's gone up since 75% since the 1970s. A lot of people have dark psychology, okay? I'm out here speaking because this is where I speak. Anybody could, right now, if they realize that I'm exposing them, they're gonna get pissed off, okay? But I don't care about them. I care about the people who actually want to change. Look, I'm telling you, you guys have a real gift, and once you hone into that, nothing could stop you. Once you get like a little taste of what's real love, that's gonna motivate you so much. And the thing is, I'm here for you guys, to help you guys, to guide you. And the thing is you don't need to wait for that true love. I can help you experience that true love from internal and bring it external, okay? Now, with that being said, I had some notes to go off of because I wrote some down earlier. But this is a very complex subject. Dark psychology is a very complex subject, and it's not one shoe fits all, okay? Everybody pretty much has a dark side, but how prevalent it is different in different people. Think about this. When you didn't want to go to school when you were a kid, you were like, oh, Mom, my stomach. You faked being sick, right? That's a form of manipulation. Now, how far that goes within different people is different, okay? So with that being said, I also would like for you guys to, if you have a narcissistic mother, someone that you could probably relate to as well is Jason Waller. Jason Waller is a successful millionaire. He did blue collar work, and then he has a blue collar business and stuff like that. He has different stuff he does. But basically, there's a video of his mom calling him, and she's just like, look at her eyes. She's all bug-eyed, and she's scrutinizing, and she has like a vendetta. She doesn't really love her son, right? These people don't really love. They don't know how to love. Whatever the case may be, I don't know why. But listen, what it does is emotionally drains you. They're emotional vampires. They emotionally drain you. It satisfies them. They get off on it. They won't want to change, and they'll hide behind their manipulation. Let me tell you this. Negative people are all the same. There's nothing special about them. I've met tons of negative people, and they're all the same, okay? Now listen, this could be real stressful, what we're saying right now. It's already 7 minutes in. I wanted to get more in depth into it, but like I said, this is a very touchy subject. Now listen, if you want to know a little bit more, I recommend a book by Jake Smith called Manipulation. And now I also recommend another book called Interview with the Devil by Napoleon Hill, okay? Now listen, unfortunately for me, I grew up with a narcissistic grandma, and I noticed other people had traits too as well, and different people had it, the amount in them was different, all right? So I moved out when I was 18 years old. I went to go live with some family. I came back, I had a place, and then I started talking to her again, whatever, and she planted seeds of doubt, and now I'm somewhat back with her. But if you think that somebody won't have you around for a personal gain or a punching bag, you're dumb, okay? Because these people, like, for instance, right, there's different examples. Like, son's going to college, right? Hey, Mom, I just got in this good college and this and that, and, oh, mother says, right? Oh, you got into this good college, well, it's something hard, it's hard work, and I hope you can make it. Or oh yeah, well, hopefully you'll be okay. Or it's something to plant seeds of doubt. Now it comes in different forms, right? They will want me to make a better example out of it, and then you show them this, and they're gonna be like trying to disfranchise and disagree with everything I say. It doesn't matter, bro. We already know who they are, and their time is gonna come up. They're being exposed more and more. Listen, if you want to feel better, if you want to be stronger, if you want to be happier, you're gonna have to hone down, save up, leave, and don't look back. It might be tough at first, but once you get through it, it's gonna be worth it, because you don't want to talk to these people at all, because all their goal is just to bring you down emotionally, because they don't feel love, and they just look at you as like an object. Now, I had gone through a lot somewhat yesterday, because she won't leave me alone when I tell her to. Anyways, she'll see this video and be like, oh, I see a video. Bro, just get out of my face. Look, all of these people are monkey see, monkey do. They're overly emotional. If they don't get control, then they're going to get madder at you. You don't give them control. I wrote this down. This is real notes, you know what I mean? Emotion is what makes you human, okay? This is why self-love is important, you guys. The reason why self-love is important is because these people never want to take the time to heal themselves. Okay, this video might be long. You might have to watch it in sections. I can't just try to spit it out all at once, okay? These people have never took the time for self-love at all. Let me make sure I have enough space as well. These people have never took the time for self-love. Now, you have the ability to feel love. See, look, when I was younger, I ended up realizing I had to be like her in order to get her to stay away from me. I started using her tactics, right? And what I mean by dismissive in the tactics, it's like, here, there, take that. Almost fell, you guys. Look, it almost fell. Look, everybody is so quick to judge and be in competition because they're sick, okay? Dark psychology in America and Western society is up like at least 80%, okay? I'm not saying everybody is messed up in the head, but a lot of us that are being affected are just by other people. And you could think like hierarchy, you could think propaganda, you could think pharmaceuticals, and etc. Okay, it's all a big storm that just brewed up and messed up everything. Okay, sometimes even could try to throw me off balance, but I stand firm, I stand strong, and realize that I'm not them. I'm different, and we can make it. Okay, we don't have to be affected by them anymore. And once you leave, it's gonna take time for you to have to heal. You're gonna have to heal. Listen, I know this was long. I appreciate you watching for this much, but listen, you can't emotionally go to them for support. You're gonna have to emotionally support yourself, get what you can from them, and grief about the rest later. Like, okay, I get it, like, she's your mother and you can't fend for yourself right now because you can't get a job, and you're gonna have to just take food and clothes and emotionally support yourself, or get some friends that you could seek support in, okay? Because you can't go to them and say, hey mom, I got an idea, or no. Oh, you got an idea? What's the idea? Oh, well, good luck, son. It's not loving. That's not loving. Loving isn't, I gave you food, I gave you clothes and a roof, and that's all you needed. Love is emotional support and understanding. It's way more complex than that. These people have a low state of mentality. They have a low mentality, okay? You have the ability to think abundance, to attract more abundance in your life. And that's a real thing. With that being said, these people, they can't experience love. And then once you call it out and then they say like, no, it's not true, it's not real. Let me act physically dominant. Let me ignore you. Let me act passive aggressive. And let me do this until I can get my way emotionally and be emotionally dominant. Like I said, they've gone far deep into their mind to build up a false bravado for whatever reason it is. I don't know. It could be different reasons, you know what I mean? But like I said, all they want is to try to misinterpret your words and try to manipulate you and gaslight you so you can't explain yourself right. The best way to deal with the narcissist is not to deal with them at all. Okay? You can stand firm, stand strong. These people are always going to think about another tactic. They're not going to feel any remorse, any emotional remorse at all. They don't feel that. And if they try to act like they're sad or crying, it's just to manipulate you. Oh, but and you do that to me. It's called blame shifting. No, you're negative to me. Ugh. It's called blame shifting, okay? It's like you call out their tactics and they say that you're doing what they're doing. And it's more than that. It gets even farther than that. It's deep, it's disgusting, and these people can't control their emotions, and they don't deserve to have you around, and you don't need them around, okay? And I'm sorry that you have to go through this so much, but just realize it's only gonna make you stronger, okay? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And it's very hard, but I want you to make sure you keep your head held high, set boundaries, make sure to breathe, make sure to meditate. And the thing is, you're doing the self-healing while they're just hurting themselves and others. And we know in almost any profession, that never ends well. You got a false bravado, it could get you fired, it could make you lose business opportunities, it could even get you killed, bro. People have a false bravado so much nowadays, I'm telling you, it's so prevalent. They think like, oh, I could take Mighty Mouse in a street fight. No, you can't take Mighty Mouse in a street fight. I don't care if you're twice his size. If you never trained, you can't take Mighty Mouse in a street fight. I'm even talking right here. Cars slow down and think like, oh, what is he talking about? What is he must be this and that? Because they're so sick in the head. But guess what? I'm not scared. I'll speak it out here in public. I'll expose all of these people. I'll expose them all. They won't be around anymore. Keep on following, and I'm gonna keep on telling you more about these people and how to stay away from them, okay? I can't mention it all in one video, okay? But egotistical, psychopath, sociopath, narcissist, and Machiavelli tendencies, all that is disgusting, and you don't need to think like that. You don't need to live like that. You could actually get success being a real, genuine person, okay? And it feels way better. All right, listen, I don't mean to come off today like as far as like, you know, a little I'm gonna say edgy, but this is serious to me. All right, but we can take the time to feel good right now, and if you can, do it with me. Be like, yeah, baby, yeah, yeah, baby, yeah. That's how it works. That's how it is. A lot of people are stuck because their mom and dad were narcissists and manipulated them, and they end up becoming just like them. Like I said, when I got older, I realized, hey, I could be like them, or I could be the opposite. I wanted to be the opposite. I didn't want to live like them. I didn't want to live like the bug-eyed people, okay? Now, with that being said, I'm going to look at some more of my notes that I had. I'm going to see if anything is this and that. I'm still trying to get my thoughts together, you guys. I appreciate you bearing with me. Like I said, you'll probably have to watch this in sections. But, yeah, it's a very tough subject, right? You don't want to let them throw you off balance. These people don't even feel emotion. They don't. They only feel pain, hurt, agony, depression, and that's the mindset that they have, okay? And what you guys gotta also know is communication is only through 7% of talking. And that's why these people try to, like, if you notice, narcissists and all those dark psychology people, they're real touchy. They sometimes want to touch you on your shoulder. They want to hand you something. They want to touch your hand because they're trying to be emotionally dominant. They're trying to emotionally dominate. You're gonna have to stay away from them, you know, go outside, go get a hobby, go find some friends, and like literally come home until like it's the time to fucking go home. And I get it, it's gonna be tough, it's gonna be hard. I'm not saying you have to do that every time, but basically these people won't stop. They won't stop. As long as you're around them, they're gonna keep on trying to abuse you because that's all they want. That's all they want is abuse anyone. These people will never admit to it. They're gonna die like that. And hopefully they die alone, so nobody has to die with them in their misery. And most of the time they do die alone, but they're senile people, okay? So, I'll probably put this part into a short. The best tips I can give are to stand strong, stand firm, and one ear out the other. And I'll give you some examples, right? Narcissistic mother comes to you. Hey, Danny! 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 You don't want to react like, what? You'd be like, excuse me? Like, you know, Danny! Yeah. Well, and they want you to match their energy. You don't match their energy, bro. Because you're able to keep a zen. You're able to keep a cool. See, that's why I'm helping you guys work on yourself. These people have never took the time to even look inside of them and see what they're doing. No, they have no emotional awareness that they're hurting you. I still have time here. They have no emotional awareness that they're hurting you. They don't see that way. They don't see the world like that way. They think the world only revolves around them. And I'm not talking one person, okay? One person could be a narcissist and emotional manipulator and have the Machiavelli traits and stuff like that. They got different motives. Maybe it's a personal motive. Maybe it's a financial motive. Maybe it's a relationship motive. Maybe it's a political motive even, right? It's quite disturbing, okay? I choose to ignore them, tell them, hey, leave me alone, whatever, this and that. I might say whatever I have to say to them because I'm firm, I'm strong in my body, right? You don't even need to do that part, all right? What you need to do is not listen to them. One ear out the other, okay? One ear out the other. And this goes to show too, like, why do you think people get ADHD? It's not just because of the crazy food or any of that. It's because you've had to learn to block this person out. So now you have attention deficit order because you've had to learn to not hear this person because they're always trying to annoy you. Hey, Danny, did you do it? It's good. Dinner's done. Here, there. It's like, bro, you have no emotional awareness, no emotional IQ to tell what I'm doing, right? And now I want this to be said, look, this is how the empath is born. Why do you think people like me so much? Right? They could try to talk shit, try to hate on me. Like, my grandma's already disfranchised me and made me look bad to all my family. Whether they realize it or not, that, oh, now we realize she's a narcissist, and you know, she's already fucked up the whole entire family, disenfranchised everything, and set us all against each other, which is quite disgusting. And like I said, their times are coming up. Now, what I was saying was, it's a tough subject to go at, and it's a spot in the place of the mind that you don't want to live by. You do not want to live like that, because like I said, they're bug-eyed people, and these people get diseases, they get sick, they manifest bad things in their life. That's just being real, you know what I mean? Whether you think manifestation is real or not, their mentality is bad, and they end up getting bad things entered into their life. That's just the truth. Now, what most people don't realize is like, oh, well, I went to school for logic, and I think I can explain everything and articulate it in a way, even though something so simple, I will make it sound so complicated, and so I can feel a superiority. But really, this rock is just limestone, and it has an electric magnetic field. But let me explain it in a weird scientific way so that you could make me feel empowered, so I can feel empowered by you. It's stupid. It's retarded. Okay, that's a low level of mentality. Okay, listen. I've had a nice car, I've had nice things. I just dress nice to be presentable. I don't need to show you a bunch of money in order for you to listen to me. If so, you got a low mentality. Listen, what they don't talk about is how the empath is born. This is how the empath is born, okay? If you're a golden child, you're probably the third generation, and your mom has already been through this. My grandma went through it, whatever. It allows me to break away and look at how they're affected, and they're still stuck. They're still dramatized. They end up, you know, they're somewhat like her. They're somewhat like her, not exactly, but they have her traits, right? And she could try to say whatever, this and that I'm the one and this and that. God knows the truth. God knows that she has tried to hurt me emotionally all my life, right? And look, we got crazy people here that can't even control their emotions. This guy comes running around the corner, almost hits somebody. This place is going to chaos. I'm leaving. Support the regime, buy the course so I can lead. Look, we got 3 minutes to talk right here. It's almost done. Hey, like I said, I can't explain it all in one thing, but I will talk to you. I will talk to you. I will not charge you for this, okay? If you are really being hurt by this person, you could come to me and seek support, and I will guide you. Now listen, what they don't talk about is how the empath is born. This is how the empath is born, okay? And basically because you've been having to make this person feel emotionally okay. Like, I didn't know when she was going to be happy or when she was going to be sad. So I had to emotionally support her. I had to dance around, hey Nana, you okay today? I had to walk on eggshells around her, right? And then she claims and flips it's the other way around now, right? It's totally messed up. You do not want to have to go into that mess, any of that. Listen, I'll finish off with this. You have a gift. Emotional intelligence is the best thing you could have. You know why? Emotional intelligence, those guys make the best money. Sales, acting, comedy, sports. You need to have an emotional intelligence for sports. Look, I'm gonna clear some space real quick, and I'm gonna add some more just so I don't get cut off.